This is a quick video on how I do my bases. Okay, so the first thing I do is I assemble my Warhound legs, and just to make sure that they fit nice and flat on the base. So when I've done the cork, I know that it's going to stand up nice and straight. Then what you'll need is cork. This is 3mm, and they use it in model railway building for laying the tracks on and stuff like that. And you can buy massive rolls of it. It's not expensive, and once you've got a roll, it will last you for a million projects. Okay, so then I literally just tear off chunks haphazardly, and just kind of see how it looks. It gives you that craggy, rocky sort of vibe. And then with the Warhound feet being already set and nice and flat, you can kind of see how it's going to stand. So I'm just going to tear bits off and play around with it and show you what it looks like once I've got it how I want it to look. Okay, so now I've got it how I want it to look, and it's all stuck down, so I can take the legs off, and you can see I've just added a couple of other dimensions to it, plenty of space for the feet, and that's kind of the rock bit done. So obviously I want to cover up all this black plain stuff and give it some more texture, and I do that just with PVA glue and some sand. So I will stick that on and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so I've brushed on PVA glue around the black plastic area, and I'm just going to whack it in this box of sand that I've got, just nice and liberally. Get rid of that, shake it off. Okay, and that's that done, and I'll just use my finger around the edge just to get it off. There you go. So it's all nicely textured now, all covered, nice rocky, craggy kind of thing, dead simple. So I'm going to let that dry, and then I'm going to get it sprayed up. Okay, so we're back now with a primed up base. I've just done black because I'm going to paint my bases grey, but you can use any colour you want out of a can, save a lot of time. But right, there it is, black. So you can use a paintbrush and just lacquer on a colour. You can do this with one base colour. I'm going to use 3 just because, but one base colour would be absolutely fine. So I'm just loading up my airbrush. Okay, and nice coating all over. I don't have to be neat, I just want it covered. You can be exactly the same. Need a little bit more in there. I've just got used to doing all this stuff with an airbrush. It just saves me a bit of time, especially when you don't have to be neat. Okay, so that's all based. The colours I'm using, from dark to light. We can see those Valleos in there. So that is basalt grey, dark sea grey and sky grey, and then a classic Agrax Earthshade wash. So once that's dry, I'll do a lighter shade in the middle and then another lighter shade in the middle, and that'll be my base colours. and then we're going to come back when that's done and go on to the next stage. Okay, so base colour is done. As you can see, I've done just a few shades on mine, but you know, one colour will be fine, because you're just going to absolutely slap on loads of this anyway and blend it all in together. And this will just give it an earthy tone. Really don't have to be neat. I'm going to want a bigger brush than that, right? Take that brush. So spread it around, don't let it pull, and as you can see, I mean, the grey and brown works really well. Too thick on the top, so you want those light bits to pop out. You can have it really deep in the sand. You've got some real nice texture there, some nice recesses to fill. Okay, shouldn't take you long. Airbrush going off. Okay, so there you go, all covered, all washed. So it doesn't look too much different on camera, but it will give that grey a real nice sort of earthy tone and give it some depth. And then once that's dry, you're just going to go back to your 3 colours you started with to finish it off. Okay, final stage really is dry brush it up. Large dry brush. Pick some colours you want to highlight it. I'm using exactly the same colours I started with, and I'm just going to cover the whole thing and just bring up all the colours that I started with. And again, you know, you can be quite messy and liberal. Really want to pick up all the sand really in the edges of the rocks. So I'm just starting with my base colour. Try not to get my hands in this too much. And the middle colour. Really starts to pop then. And the reason I picked grey is because my Titan manifold is in red and black, so it's just quite a nice colour to match. And brown and red would be too sort of similar in the colour palette. So grey works for me quite nicely. And then the last one with the, I mean it's almost white, the, is it light sky grey? Sky grey, yeah. Just make sure I get all the edges, these rocks. Okay, so that's all done, and I'm just going to paint the edge of the base and it will be finished. And there you go, all done. Just painted a black trim on just to match my other bases and stick your Titan on top. Nice and easy, good tabletop standard, and then you're away. Thanks very much.